The Friends of Cedars Park would like to know your thoughts on how technology could be implemented to improve the experience for park users. Currently we have our website, which is www.cedarspark.info, and that includes our list of all the trees in the park, over 600 in the main arboretum area, which is excluding this forest here at the front and the wildflower meadows at the back, just beyond the maze. We also have a list of arboretum zones out on a map to help people find the trees and the memorials, and a couple of other tree related resources as well. And if people email us, they can get details about memorials in the park. We did experiment a couple of years ago in making a tree map of all the trees instead of the list in the booklet, and also a map of all the memorials. But we decided to keep the memorial information private unless we had interest from someone who was actually related to that person. And the tree booklets we think are a better idea than everyone looking at a screen to try and work out the information about the trees, because by having a booklet they can easily walk around the park and just see the number on the tree and reference it back to the booklet. That seems like a much more efficient way, rather than making everyone use their smartphones when it may be a bit problematic for some people. But with the rise in AI and widespread use of technology, we were thinking that there might be ways that we could use technology to enhance the experience of people, such as maybe helping children to learn about the wildlife around them. There may be some AI tools that can be curated to the park to help people know about different things, or there may be a historical tour that we could make of all the different artifacts and structures around Theobald's Palace that remain here, and the reconstructions such as the maze and the wooden animals that were added, to just help people be more aware of the historical importance of the park, or maybe to enhance the knowledge of the public if they would like to know that. Because there are the information boards around the park, but some people may find that it's actually more engaging to use a smartphone based alternative. And in China they're quite technologically advanced, and they have implemented some public park technology, but we don't know exactly what people would appreciate here. So any thoughts that you may have on what, if anything, that you think could be good to use technology for, to use smartphones for around the park, we'd appreciate it, because then we could perhaps develop an app or add something to our website that could help people to enjoy the park even more. This is already a very unique park in the country, because it's the historic site of Theobald's Palace, which was the grandest palace in the Jacobean era. But then, due to the decline of the palace, people aren't really, not everyone, if they're not local, is aware of the historical significance of this space and what happened here. And I think there could be more to actually raise to spread information about the historical importance of it, because it's a unique aspect of this park, and it's a point for people to come to the park, because there's actually a lot of interesting things to see here. But even though it's only a small space, I think there's a lot that can be actually told about it. So perhaps there can be something on the smartphone where someone can go around and they can have their own tour guide. We've done a couple of videos on YouTube about this, about going around the park. I've just kind of gone around and spoken as if it's a guided tour. But I think that people may like to have a pocket guide, you know, where they're actually walking around. They can point the camera to something and it would tell them what it is. And I think we can get people to help us, and we can develop some kind of app for people to actually go around and do a guide. They can just scan the QR code and then they can go around. But there are the information boards already, so it can even be a simple thing like doing a little QR code for extended information on the board. If they want to know more about that particular thing, they can scan a QR code and go to a particular page on our website where they can read even more about it if they are interested. But at the moment, I think people can just email us if they're curious, and we'll give them all the information that they need. But I was just thinking, maybe it could be a good idea to implement more technology. Not everyone will use it, but I know there are some people who might appreciate that, and it might actually encourage more people to go outside and enjoy nature. And we don't want everyone to be using their phones while they're in the park, because we want people to be enjoying the space. But I think that some people may not be engaged with the park very much when they come here if they don't really like going outside. So that may be a way to just kind of ease people into going outside more and learning about these different places, these amenities around them. And Cedars Park could be one of the first places locally to actually do that, and then it may inspire more friends of park groups around the country to do similar implementations in their parks. It's just an idea, but we'd be interested in knowing what everyone thinks. So please leave your thoughts, as they would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.